I want to run through our position agreement and the lead management policy. And this is getting buy-in from your team and their ongoing commitment every year. And so let me run through these two documents. And we're at part 3 here of module 5. So we're position agreements, lead management policy, getting buy-in from your team and their ongoing commitment every year. Let's start with the position agreement. So you found the ideal candidate, you got them back in the office. Huge disclosure here is that I am not an attorney. I cannot give you legal advice. And if you take this document and do anything with it, you should consult an attorney before using this document. So that's a disclaimer that you really need to do what you want to with this document. It's provided to you as a tool here. But ultimately, you're going to want to consult an attorney before using this. So this is basically plug and play. Put your logo up here. You could do a find and replace on the Lars group at Remax Real Estate Experts with your team and your brokerage. It's fill in, so we'll print this out. We'll write in the names here. So this is the person. It's effective by that date. There are certain legalese in the general stipulations up front. There's separate compensation structure, certain duties, property of the Lars group, that the leads and those things, database procedures, scripts and databases are our property, minimum commitment of 1 year. So we have them sign it 1 year. So it's always 1 year if they leave. I'm just trying to read it. Should leave private whenever all work in progress. So anything in progress becomes property of the Lars group. We pay out the compensation, but we take a $500 admin charge. Covenant not to compete, which is kind of sticky, but we have some programs here that we don't want them to just go start their own thing and take our programs. 20-mile radius of our office, and they can't take these things at least 2 years. Expenses, covers expenses, disclosures, those sorts of things. Then it says the attached schedule A, B, and C shall be part of this agreement. And that's where the bulk of the meat of the document is held. So Schedule A, these are duties of OSA and minimum standards of performance. You could read through this, but the results inherent in this position to constantly acquire customers and create raving fans through buyer and seller consultations, prospecting, follow-up, and contact with personal sphere of influence, to assist in all aspects of the sales process through consistent communication and follow-up, assist buyer and seller clients with their real estate needs, to work in conjunction with office staff to oversee agreement to closing. So you can these are general sort of duties of our outside sales agents, both for buyer and seller OSAs, as we call them. There's some repetitive stuff in here in terms of who owns the leads and those sorts of things. Turning contracts within 24 hours, follow promptly with people. You have to get all closing paperwork and the settlement statement. Has to be turned into the office. When to communicate before closings. They have to attend all team and coaching meetings. Those sorts of things. Payments will be every Tuesday. We do files. It's real important. If you're paying out files, if you pay out your own files, you shouldn't be doing it more than once per week. It's so disruptive to the office that you shouldn't be doing this on a daily basis. I can't emphasize that enough. Sell at least 2 homes per month or 6 homes per quarter. If you're not doing that, you're losing us money. Either not necessarily through expenses, but through lost opportunity, because you have the ability to sell 3, 4, 5 homes per month. Standard behavior, you can read that there, but that's more behavior type stuff. Our Schedule B, you'll notice that this agreement has 2 Schedule Bs. One is for a buyer OSA, and the other is for a listing OSA. So you basically cut one out when you're going to have this agreement signed. So you have the Word version of this document. You'll go in to the Word version and make changes to it and print out the PDF. And then when you print it out, you just throw out the Schedule B that doesn't apply.